Greetings from Panama, and Janine here at Crece, Fuerte con Biénestár. Had exciting news this morning. Well, first of all, I had a power failure and I started flipping out. I have backup batteries, but one of them is not working. And I was just about to try to switch another backup battery on, and I left because I only have one plant in the tower. So I pulled that out, I put it in the tray. I put the tray in the window, and our power failure was very short-lived. Yes, Joe, I'm going to get one of your solar-powered backup systems eventually. A lot of things to spend money on right now building a house, but I'm going to get one. In the meantime, today, yay, the spinach was ready. It's been stratified by being kept in the refrigerator in this reusable eco cloth. It's like a chamois that you can use as a sponge or a cleaning cloth, and they are wonderful. And I use this instead of paper towels to stratify the seeds in. It's moist. It's been in this Ziploc bag, which is propped open. It's not closed, so they don't get moldy. And they were started January 24th. And as of this morning, I picked 5 of the strongest sprouts, and I put them in. We tend to crowd our spinach just like we do our kale, arugula, mizuna, even to a degree our basil, although that basil will get thinned down a bit. But these are extras, and I have realized I have a couple of things that are not happening. Specifically, the seeds we bought in Panama. Go figure, the seeds we bought in Panama have not sprouted, so we have no parsley, nothing, zip, nada. I haven't given up on it yet, but I don't see any signs of action there. Well, maybe. I won't give up on it. I mean, you never know. I might see a sprout just there on the left. But anyhow, the bay leaf, not happening. I do believe it's possible this one is going to sprout. You see where that white edge is? But also, this one, which is supposedly cilantro, that is not cilantro. And the seeds under this little tiny bit of Rockwool are not cilantro. I believe that that is a stray butterhead. And it was right next to the butterhead in the tray. The mizuna was not there. The mizuna was planted later because it grows faster than the others. Notice, although it started a week later, it's almost as big as everything else. So I'm not buying it that this is a cilantro. I haven't given up yet. But I believe that we're going to have at least a couple extra quarts, and the reason I'm mentioning that is look at all these extra sprouted spinach I have. So I will fill up a couple of other quarts with spinach because we love it. It's so good for you. And we are excited about the growing season recommendations. We do stratify. We do use a Longstanding variety that we're very happy with. It's Renee's Organic Longstanding Gangbusters. And we just learned from Joe, our group moderator, and I just checked my timer last night. In fact, we are one of the people who are guilty of assuming that more light is better. And we would often run our towers longer, especially when we were in Colorado and it was in a basement. So we would do anything like up to maybe 16, 18 hours on. But Joe has recommended, he found some recommendations that for spinach and other plants that will bolt to seed early, and the lettuce is in the same category, but spinach especially, the recommendation is nothing more than 14 on, 10 hours off. And so I counted it out last night, and I adjusted my little pins. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours off. And it will go off at 10 p.m. It will come on at 8 a.m. Might adjust that later if by miraculous wonder of the universe I become a morning person, but for most of my life I've been a night owl, and so I enjoy hanging out in the tower garden room at night, and I like having the lights on. I actually find they're a natural antidepressant. Some people are bothered by the lights. They help me a lot. And sometimes we turn them on just to get a boost, even if they're off. But I'm going to try not to do that now because I want the longest spinach season I can have. And so thanks for the tip on that, Joe. I have been a good girl. I have set it for 14 hours on, 10 hours off. And I'm going to put the rest of these seedlings away until I can prepare another, they're really just sprouts at this point, sprouted seeds, till I can prepare another Rockwool cube that's been soaked in pH balanced water, and then it'll get planted like these. And I'm so excited. There will be spinach. We've had great success growing this. I've also found you can trick the plant into continuing to produce. If it starts to go to seed, I pinch that seed bud out of the middle. I just don't let it. I don't let it go to seed. And that can give strength to the leaves around it to grow a bit longer. But I'm going to plant more than 1 quart of spinach. So life is good here at Crece Fuerte con Biénestár in Panama. Our purple Tower Garden mascot, purple bean for our beloved Lake Kaya, is doing well, and several of these others will be ready to go in soon. They're starting to get roots out the bottom, and that's the kale and the arugula and a couple of others. As those roots get a little stronger, they'll go in. And so I'm ready to get going with my tower labeling system. I use a Brother Personal Touch labeling system. They look really professional, and they're plastic labels. They're pretty easy to remove or move, and they're waterproof, and they don't fall off during the growing season, even when I'm cleaning down the tower. So that's what we use. And I just didn't label yet because I wanted to make sure I know what comes up. So still waiting on pansies, which usually do take a very long time, so I haven't given up. Still waiting on habaneros, which I believe I see the beginning of a couple seeds splitting open. Still waiting on parsley, which is one of the Panamanian seeds. I will reserve judgment on that. Still waiting to determine if that is really a butterhead stray seed or if it's the lightest colored cilantro I've ever seen in my life. I will open up the pod to show you. Down under here, oh, it's falling apart, are, where'd it go? The cilantro seeds. Nothing happening with the cilantro seeds, I don't think. Nope, this is not a cilantro. This is growing out the side of the Rockwool, and I'm just keeping those covered up just in case. But I have resigned myself that none of our seeds that we bought in Panama have germinated. So I got to get another source of parsley and cilantro because we really, really, really want those. And if the pansies don't grow, we can live with that. They're really nice edible flowers, but we mostly just did it to have some color on the tower. And, oh, by the way, that's Paul and me. Best day ever. This was the month that we traveled together for the first time. And we knew for sure that we were going to be soulmates and he was going to move to Colorado. So back to the topic at hand. Things are growing strong. Everything is great here at Crece Fuerte con Biénestár. And we are going to have a great harvest. We're really excited about our first tower garden here in Panama. And I'm really excited. Going to have a bumper crop of spinach. Ciao for now from Panama.